Yo, what's up, dudes? It's your Brev Eagle Brev, and I'm here with our 7th and final episode of our Borderlands 2 Effervescent Weapons Guide. Today, guys, we're giving you the last gun on the list, the Peak Opener Assault Rifle. Absolute beast of an assault rifle, and I actually have never used this gun until this episode, so it's definitely really cool to give this a shot. I know we're 12 years into Borderlands 2, and there's still guns that I haven't even used, and the series definitely has helped really kind of get me familiarized with some of these guns that I just have never used before. But the Peak Opener is this last episode, definitely one of the better ones to use. A little bit difficult to get because Hatterax can be a pain, but of course we're going to be showing you guys how to get this thing, who we're going to be farming, and then go through the wiki, give you guys some gameplay at the end. So to get this gun, we're going to be farming Hatterax the Invincible, who is unlocked at the end of the Fight for Sanctuary DLC. You will have to talk to Sir Hammerlock to get a mission that he will provide once you do complete the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, and then it's going to take you to the burrows, and then you're actually going to go ahead, if you've already completed this, already killed Hatterax, you can just follow this route, but you're going to go into the Writhing Deep. I actually do have a video on a Hatterax guide, so I won't go too much into like how to kill Hatterax because I actually already have a video for that. I will put it below though, so if you guys want to go check that out when farming Hatterax, definitely go check it out. There's some good stuff in there. Tips just to make it a little bit easier because we know Hatterax can be a pain. You do have to have 20 iridium to get Hatterax to spawn, so if you have 20, you're good to go. 20 is not too bad. You know, there's some that are like 99 deciduous, so you know, this 20 isn't too crazy there, but that'll spawn Hatterax. You could see giant sandworm, and again, as I mentioned, guys, in the video that is linked below, it's just going to show you some tips jumping up on the rocks, getting in a good position to where you could just blast Hatterax. And while we're killing Hatterax here, the Peak Opener, it does not drop from Hatterax. However, it spawns from a box that is going to show up once Hatterax is killed. You guys are going to see that here in a moment. And it does have a 33% chance to drop in the box. I was lucky enough for it to spawn in there the very first kill, but some of you guys might have to kill Hatterax a couple times because it won't show up in that chest every single time. So we killed Hatterax there, took him out pretty decently, not too crazy there, and then you can see there's going to be some doll chests, and there is the Peak Opener. Again, guys, you're only going to get it 33% of the time in this box. Still a pretty high percentage for just drops in general, but if you don't see it in here, unfortunately, you guys will probably have to save, quit, come back in. But there's the drop. Now let's go ahead and jump into the wiki and show you guys some gameplay. Peak Opener is an effervescent assault rifle manufactured by Torg in Borderlands 2. It is exclusive to the Commander Lilith and the Fight for Sanctuary DLC, and can be found in the chests that spawn after Hatterax the Invincible is defeated. Special weapon effects, the red text says, top tier pick for optimal play. Always shock, consumes 4 ammo per shot, fires rockets that drop 3 child grenades on impact, which deals explosive damage, increased fire rate when aiming down the iron sights. Usage and description says the Peak Opener offers exceptional damage by utilizing 2 elements that few enemies are resistant to, alongside a high fire rate for a torpedo that is further increased when scoped in. It can thus make quick work of both shields and health. However, care must be taken when used up in close range, as the character could be damaged by the weapon's shots. Additionally, the high fire rate and ammo per shot will result in extremely high ammo consumption. And that is exactly my experience with this thing, man. You guys are seeing we are on OP10. We're not using the B shield. This thing is shredding. It's wrecking. And I really love using this gun because it just put out a lot of damage, especially when you're fighting hordes of enemies. And now, exactly what the wiki said, you can drop yourself pretty frequently right there, exactly. So make sure that you guys aren't getting too up close and personal with this gun when you're firing, when you're using it. But it's definitely a really good one, really fun to use, and the shock damage is absolutely insane. I'm sure, you know, with Gauge, this thing's an absolute beast, so you can get that extra shock damage there. There are a couple notes here. The Peak Opener's damage is increased when the easy mode shield is equipped and the character is in Digistruck Peak. The Peak Opener will always spawn with the Torg stock, cannot spawn with any scope or accessory. The Peak Opener has the same material as the Kerr Blaster, so a lot of these effervescent weapons are kind of, I don't want to say a reskin, because I mean it is pretty much a reskin in a way, but it definitely has its own effects, its differences from those legendary guns. This one being the Kerr Blaster, so if you guys have used the Kerr Blaster in the past, then you definitely will be kind of familiarized a little bit with the Peak Opener. But man, that was it. That was the last episode of our Effervescent Weapon Guide. I do have a couple uniques I need to bust out still, and then we're going to be jumping right into pearls, man. Definitely excited to get some of these out. I know we're in Borderlands 2 11, 12 years later, but still having a blast with it, man. There's a community that's still really enjoying it. So really appreciate everyone who has liked the videos, commented, subbed to the channel. Really appreciate that. And if you guys do enjoy the content, man, be sure to hit the thumbs up. Sub to the channel. As always, I appreciate you for stopping by, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Peace.